Hello everyone, I'm Scott Urban, the principal here at Pine Harbor Christian Academy. We are so excited about this year and what the Lord is doing and what He's going to do. We have been partnering with parents for 40 years. Yes, 40 years. We're turning 40. Our theme verse this year is Psalms 145, verse 13. Your kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and your dominion endures through all generations. The Lord is trustworthy in all He promises and faithful in all He does. Let's look a little closer at that. God's kingdom is an everlasting kingdom. It's not affected by how old we are, our political parties, or our voting outcomes. We are Americans, but God's kingdom is over that. His kingdom, His dominion endures through all generations. That's His perfect rule covers all generations. And this is the cool part. The Lord is trustworthy in all He promises. His promise is a promise. It's a sure thing. He is faithful in all He does. We chose this because sometimes we get so focused on what's happening right now, the problems. We lose sight of the truth. There are some interesting things happening in today's society. And the reality is there was always areas where people wanted to have it their way and not God's way. But God's got this. We have a trustworthy King who keeps His promises. Our mutual desire is our partnership. We need a mindset that is open. Kids are not there yet. We are not there yet. If we focus on student growth and the word yet, it's a powerful word. Yet shows there is a hope in the future. God is not done with us yet. He has a plan. The Lord is trustworthy in all His promises and faithful in all He does. We believe all students are on a journey of becoming who God created them to be. We each have our own perspective. Students are going to need our help, and they're going to need your help. And that's where the partnership comes together. Establishing and maintaining teamwork is the strength of our partnership. We want to hear from you about any concerns or questions you have, because we're in this together. The Harbor is a safe place to discover your purpose. If you don't feel like you can talk to your student's teacher, talk to me. If you can't talk to me, talk to our lead pastor, Jim, or any other staff person, and they'll help facilitate a conversation. Because mutual respect is the key. This is our profession. We see working here at PHCA as our call, and preparing students is our ministry. They all have appointments for class. It's just like the doctor's office. It's hard when students come in late or miss a day of school because teachers have to find ways to get kids caught up. But let's try to avoid that. Let's stay connected with a growth mindset. Remember the words yet. When your child is struggling, help them to remember yet. Preparing future leaders. It's an investment. An investment is giving something now for future benefit. You all are making a financial investment. That's easy to identify. The investment is so much more than the tuition. It's for eternity. It is being intentional not only with our money, but with our time, energy, and talent. It is showing the students here that the Creator of all things, God, wants to be connected to them and have a relationship with them. We need to invest in our community.
All right, well, hello everybody. I'm Mrs. Taylor. Many of you know me, but if not, I'm the office manager at Pine Harbor. I'll be the one sitting behind the front desk. And today we're going to go over some basics to help make the school year successful. We're going to talk about communication, attendance and absences, the end-of-day transportation policy, and drop-off and pickups. For communication, we really value the partnership with each family at Pine Harbor. And part of a strong partnership is strong communication. So in order for communication to be strong, we expect parents to know that email is our primary method of communication. So please be on your email and checking that regularly. Newsletters will also be coming out both from the office and your child's teacher. The ones from the office come out Fridays and then also as needed. All right, next we'll cover attendance and absences. Our school hours are from 8 a.m. to 2:20 p.m. You can drop off as early as 7:45 without checking into before school care, but please make sure to drop off your students with enough time to get to their seats by 8. Planned absences, so for example a vacation or an appointment, should be communicated in advance to your child's teacher. For any unplanned absences or tardies, such as an illness or a broken vehicle, please make sure to contact both the office and your child's teacher and let us know why the student is absent. This needs to be communicated by 8 a.m. as we're required by the school district to know where your child is at. No notification from you means an unexcused absence. And 7 unexcused absences, we're actually required to report that to Dakota County as educational neglect. If you have to drop off late or pick up early, please make sure that a parent comes in to sign your child in or out. There's a clipboard on the office desk that you can use to sign them in or out. Please don't just drop off your child at the front, even if they're an older child. We do need that recorded in our logbook. As for tardies, we understand that they happen to everybody every once in a while, but they do really disrupt the classroom. So everybody gets 3 for free, and then on the 4th one, you would be contacted to set up a meeting with Principal Urban just to go over how we can better partner together. So now we're going to cover our end-of-day transportation policy. The purpose of this policy is really just to keep all students safe. So teachers need to know the end-of-day transportation schedule ahead of time. Any planned changes to this schedule must be communicated first via email as soon as you know about the change, and also a physical note the day of the change. This really helps our teachers keep note of the change in their schedule. The office does not need to be contacted for transportation changes planned in advance. Same-day transportation changes should be kept to a minimum and must be communicated to both the teacher and the school office. Please do so by 10 a.m. if at all possible. We understand that emergencies happen, so in order to make sure that we receive your communication, just make sure you receive a reply email or that your phone call was actually answered and that it didn't go to voicemail in order to ensure that we've made note of the change. Again, please do not assume your change has been received without a confirmation email. And the purpose of this is to keep all students safe. Pick up and drop off. All parents picking up should wait until the buses pull away. And then when you're picking up at the end of the day, the same thing. Wait until the buses pull away and you'll be waiting at a cone. Every family that's picking up is going to be given a number and 3 printed cards containing that number. Please give one of each of these cards to each person who will be picking up your child. For example, mom, dad, and grandma, or another carpool person. The sign needs to go in the right-hand corner of the passenger window. As for carpools, please do your best to give a copy of your sign to each driver in the carpool. Also communicate to all teachers that need to know about the carpool plan. So for example, if you have 3 students in your family, that means emailing 3 separate teachers so they all know about the plan. We're excited to introduce FACS, which is our new school management system. An email has been sent out introducing the system, so please make sure to read all of that email. Parents, please make sure to set up your family portal before school starts. Also, students in grades 5th through 8 need to set up their portal. Please reach out to the office with any questions after reading that introductory email. All right, now we're going to talk about our uniform policy. So the purpose of our uniform policy is simply to avoid any unnecessary distractions, and we like to keep it simple. So think khaki, navy blue, forest green, and white. Those are the options for the top. The bottoms need to be khaki or navy blue. Going a little bit further on details for the top, you can see to the left on the slide the middle school logo. The middle school logo is for grades 5th through 8th students only. To the right you can see some more options. Keep in mind that if you don't have the school logo on the shirt, it does need to have a collar, so it needs to be a polo shirt. You can see some of the options for the t-shirts that are available through our school store. If you missed the opportunity to shop on our school store, keep in mind that Land's End has our embroidery logo that you can look at any time. We also have out of uniform days. They occur on the last Friday of every month. But also keep in mind that on these days we have some rules. So for example, jeans are allowed to be worn, but they can't have any frays or holes in them. Leggings can be worn, but they do need to be worn under a skirt or a dress and cannot be worn as pants. Shirts need to cover the shoulder, so no spaghetti straps. And lastly, keep in mind that any words on a t-shirt just need to coordinate with Christian values, so nothing graphic or offensive language. The last thing to talk about for uniforms is what happens if we make an oops. So if your student is sent to school with an item that doesn't match our uniform policy, an oops form will be sent home with parents. Also, the parents will be contacted and be given two options. You can either bring an item for your student to wear that meets with the uniform guidelines, or we can find something for them to wear in our uniform swap. If multiple offenses occur with a uniform mistakes, just know that you'll be contacted to, again, coordinate a way that we can partner with you a little bit further with the uniform policy.
Dr. Scott Milner. As I mentioned before, an investment includes time and talents. He is volunteering at no cost on Thursdays during school. All that needs to be done is your consent form signed, and Dr. Scott will offer and do this free of charge. Continuing efforts for health and safety. We'll be using the best practices and monitoring and adjusting as we go along. We're going to be washing hands, and we're going to be doing all the things that we have been doing. Parents, please make sure you're monitoring the health of your students. That's the key. Having healthy kids here will keep everyone healthy. Hey, it's our annual fundraiser, Minute to Give It. Save the date, October 28th. More to come. We have some exciting things coming. And who knows what I'll do if we meet our goal. Community. We need to partner as a community. We want to immerse our students in Jesus, in our everyday, every subject, every teachable moment, and every disagreement. We need everyone to be connected. The first day of fellowship. Parents, we have some treats and coffee. Let's start the year off together. We can pray and just wipe away some tears. It'll be great. It'll be right outside the front doors. New families or those with kindergartners are welcome to walk back with their students on the first day to help navigate the school and find their locker and classrooms. The first booster meeting is September 12th at 6 p.m. I'm excited to see you guys. Thanks for watching.